Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to upload another interesting and informative video tutorial related to study plan. Today I will talk about how we can write a study plan, why we need to write a study plan, and what is the significance of a study plan. And I need to explain that what are the basic parts of a study plan, how we can write an effective study plan. So I have just prepared a tentative draft so that I can explain my today's point effectively. Okay, let me share screen with all of you. Okay, dear students, first of all, I need to explain what is study plan and for what kind of students study plan is very helpful in getting admission in some international MS or MPhil level. Like I'm going to explain the effectiveness and significance of study plan related to getting admission in China, in getting Chinese government scholarship. So first of all, I need to explain a basic thing that there is a difference between study plan and research proposal. Research proposal is basically required for doctoral studies, getting admission in PhD level. The students, those who have completed their MPhil or MS graduate studies, they need to write a research proposal in order to get admission in some international university, in order to grab some opportunity on international level. But when we talk about study plan is basically required for those students who have just completed their 16th year of education. Like a student has completed his BS degree for BS honors degree, 4 years program. A student, those students who have just completed their MSc degree, MSc simple MSc degree. I'm not talking about MSc honors because MSc honors is basically equivalent to 18th year education. So study plan is equally important for all those students who have just completed their 16 years of education and they are going to apply for any international scholarship like Chinese government scholarship, and they are going to apply for MS or MPhil level degree programs in China and some other international universities. So each study plan must have some tentative headings that need to be addressed. Each study plan must have some important parts that a student need to write very carefully in order to improve his study plan effectively. Like I'm going to explain about step by step. Each study plan must have some tentative headings. Like you can see that first one will be what educational background. Second will be about the personality of the student, what kind of personality he or she has. Third one will be the study plan. What kind of study plan? What is your future study direction that you need to focus in your future work like MS and MPhil degree program? And last one will be the reason to study in China. Because I'm currently focusing on Chinese government scholarship, that's why I'm putting the name of the country China over here. But one person, if he is interested to apply some other country, he can write the name of country accordingly. And the last, there must be a name of student and the complete name of student. There must be a name, there must be a signature and his native country. So these are some tentative headings that must have each study plan. And now I need to explain step by step briefly. And in the last, I would like to add some important points that can increase the number of chances of selection for a particular student in getting MS or MPhil level degree programs. So first of all, I need to explain about the educational background. It is one of the most and key and important information that a student must have to write carefully. Like I'm going to explain that educational background of one student has completed his bachelor in science in computer engineering, BScs, BSIT, MSc, whatever he has completed his degree. A student must briefly introduce or briefly explain about his educational background. Like one person can say that I have just completed my BScs. One person can also write that I have just completed in my degree, bachelor in science in information technology, electrical engineering, and it can be botany, it can be zoology, whatever. And in the start, you need to explain what kind of degree program you have completed, and in what session you have completed, what are your significant remarks, marks related, like it can be marks, it can be CGP, whatever. And if you have any distinguished achievement, like if you are good medalist, if you have gained some project exhibition and project winning state, like that, you can put over there. So first one is basically the educational background. The information related to educational background must be recent one. If someone has completed B.Ed, I strongly recommend not to write B.Ed degree, because B.Ed and the BS and MSc, there is a difference. So he must write his professional degree name, what kind of professional degree he has just gained after completion of 16 years of education. And then he can explain about some key points, like I can explain that your degree program was 2 years and your degree program was 4 years program, and what was the structure of your degree program, you can put over here. So educational background normally deals what your name of institution, your name of study program, your CGPA, your marks, and there can be your session, and there can be some achievement if you have attained some position during your graduation, if you have attained some good medal like award, or you have won any kind of project computation, you can put in your educational background. Try to explain briefly and in detail what kind of degree you have achieved, what kind of structure it was, what was your significant CGPA, marks, percentage, whatever you want to. And if you have some achievement, you need to write in your educational background session. And second thing is about personality. It is very important thing. You need to explain what kind of personality you have, like positive, polite, friendly, or cooperative, whatever you want to say. It is very important. You need to explain 2 to 3 lines according to your personality, that you are very friendly, you can work in a team, you can also play a very important part as a team leader, and you have very cooperative nature, friendly nature, and you can mix with any kind of students, and you can work in any kind of environment. You must explain a positive thing related to your personality. I think 2 to 3 lines will be enough in order to write about your personality. Never try to write about your religious views in your personality session, because people are not going to check, and people are not going to take some interest in your religious point of views. They must be interested in your positive attitude. They must be interested like your attitude, like cooperative, friendly, and like team player work, like that. So you can write 2 to 3 lines related to personality. It must be positive thing. So next thing is about study plan in China. Very important thing that need to be expressed, and this is the main important thing, because it is your future work, and your future work will be very helpful in getting selection, will be very helpful in selection, in getting your selection and getting some tentative supervisor in your department. And I strongly recommend you to, whenever you are going to write a study plan in China, you must have some latest research related to your domain. Like I'm going to explain some tentative domains related to my study plan. If I'm going to apply in China, I can write about perovskite solar cell, because it has a very vast research direction, and people are working entirely in the world on perovskite solar cell. It can be tin based, lead based, whatever you want. And similarly, one person can write a study plan upon ad hoc network, wireless power transmission, and it can be IoT, whatever. I strongly recommend you to write the study plan related to research domain that must have latest and significant research work these days. Never try to use old work. Never try to pick a research direction that is being used 10 years or 15 years ago. Try to keep yourself pace with your latest research techniques, like research latest topics related to your area of interest. It can be related to IT, it can be related to agriculture sciences, anything. So I think study plan in China, I think 5 to 7 lines will be enough in order to explain what can be your future work, what can be your future direction, and why you have selected these particular direction in order to continue your MS or MPhil degree program. So you need to explain briefly. And I strongly recommend you, whenever you are going to write a study plan and you are going to mention some future work, research work, you need to have some little bit literature knowledge. What is the problem statement, what are the basic techniques, and what is the brief information related to your research work in your future. Like whenever you are going to put application in some international university in order to get MPhil or MPhil or MS degree program admission, one person will do what he will simply go to your third point of your study plan. He will check that either your research direction will be similar to his or her work. And if your research direction is little bit similar to his or her work, he definitely accept you his future or tentative student, and he will approve your application. Because after putting your application on online portal, basically the international school office tend to refer your application to departmental level. Upon reaching the your application on departmental level, you need to have some tentative supervisor. If you have already accepted acceptance letter, then it is well and good. I have already explained what is acceptance letter, how we can get acceptance letter, how to write email to get acceptance letter from international supervisor. You can check this video on my YouTube channel. But if you don't have acceptance letter, then you need to write an effective study plan, and then you need to put latest research directions in your study plan. That can attract that can be attractive, and that can be more positive in getting some good supervisor in order to supervise your MPhil or MS degree program. So third thing, I need to once again briefly explain that you need to write your future direction. What is your goal, and what kind of research direction you are going to start after getting your admission? What is your future research work? And you can put also little bit explanation related to your previous research work. Because on 16-year education, we have seen that students don't have any research work, students don't have any publication, but they definitely have their final year project, they definitely have their some reports like that. So one person can also explain what he has done in past, what was his project, what was his finding, what was his results, and what was their impact on industrial level, on IT, or some domestic level as well. So next thing, after that, he can write now, I'm going to start my research direction in wireless power transmission, and you can use any technique, like it can be induction, it can be resonance, it can be microwave, whatever you want to. And you need to put some significance remarks that what are the research directions you are going to adopt in your future work, and what is the scope of your work, and why you have selected this research domain. All these detail will be put it in study plan in China. Now I'm going to focus about the fourth point, reason to study in China, why you have selected this country, why your main objective is to apply to in China. Different person can write different reasons why he or she has selected China. Like I'm going to explain. I have seen that being a Pakistani, we have a very good friendly relations with Chinese people, and we have a lot of projects in Pakistan in which China is currently working and have collaboration. And you can write different things why you have selected. And similarly, most important thing, we have seen that China is going very well in research domain, and they are publishing very good and tentative progressive in research papers, and their research directions and their research publications has a huge and tremendous contribution in entire the world. So one person can write that by looking the research publication, research domains, and research facilities, I have selected China, and they have definitely better labs and very recent labs and advanced labs in order to pursue my research work, my research domain, my research experimental sessions like that. So it purely depends upon your choice of field. Like if someone is going to apply for electrical engineering, we have seen that there are a lot of power plants in which currently China is working in Pakistan. So one person can say that after completion of my degree, I can be part of China and Pakistan collaboration work, like in water resources and power resources. It can be road infrastructure, whatever. But I believe that the most important thing, the reason to study in China is about their vast publication. They have a huge publication range in the entire world. They have best facilities for research domain, for completion of research lab experimental work, and they have very good faculty, and they have very friendly nature. I have seen that Chinese professors are extremely friendly, and they cooperate each and every aspect of studies, and their attitude is very positive towards the students. They are willing to put their positive thing and their complete knowledge to the students. So one person can write different reasons just in order to complete the fourth point, the reason to study in China. But I think you must mention importantly what research domain, better facilities for lab and research work, a friendly relation with Pakistan government and Pakistani people, and the collaboration of lot of projects like energy, like water, and road infrastructure, whatever. And similarly, you know that China-Pakistan economic corridor is one of the greatest project of the China in this region. One person can also say that I can refer his work that I have selected the China by by looking their energy sector workup, by looking their progress in roads construction and whatever. But main important thing is that they have tremendous labs, and they have very huge publication range, and they are going so much fast in the entire world. So in the last, I would like to write, I can write the name of the applicant, and there can be the date, and there can be signature and the country name. Now I'm going to write some important thing. I'm going to highlight some important thing. Whenever you are writing the study plan, some questions are in, some tentative questions are in some students' mind, like what is the length of study plan. Normally we have seen that the length of the study plan is between 400 to 500 words are enough. Like it can be 2 pages, it can be 2.5 pages. I think 3 pages are enough to write an effective study plan. But remember that whenever you are going to write a study plan, never try to copy someone's words. Like I have seen that a lot of people are doing what these days. They try to ask someone, they try to ask from senior, please send me your study plan, your research proposal. They never try to change it. They never try to modify it. They just use it simply as it is. What happen if you will use someone's work? What happen if you will use past or old study plan? It will simply lead you towards rejection. So it is a humble request to all of you. You can get someone's draft, you can get someone's study plan, but you need to use it for guidance. Never try to use that piece of paper, that piece of information for your future admission in MS or MPhil degree program. It will simply lead you towards a rejection, and it can also put a negative impact towards other applicants, towards your native country, that people are very sharp in copy paste, and they are very careful about making the copy of anyone works. So it can put a negative impact on your country students and your country as well. So never try to use someone's work. Never try to use the copied lines in your study plan, in your research work, or in your any kind of documentation that is very important in order to get your admission, in order to get scholarship in international level. So these are some important things, I think. So it is very helpful for all the students who have just completed their 16 years education. And most important thing, one person can also apply if he is in final year, he is in 7th semester, or he is going to be graduate before the next September 2023 2022. That person can also apply on his intermediate degree or intermediate result card, hope certificate, and other some piece of paper that can justify that the applicant will complete his education before next September intake. So I hope this session and this information and the video related to study plan is equally helpful for those students who are going to apply in China for next intake, and they are going to prepare some documentation, and they are going to gain some tentative information. I have already uploaded some tentative videos related to study plans, research proposal, how to write effective email, what can be the content of email, what is letter of recommendation letter, how we can gain letter of recommendation from faculty members. So upon the request of some my graduate students, because they are willing to apply for MS or MPhil level programs in future, in near in future. So I have just prepared this video and just try to cover all the related information related to study plan. I hope it will be helpful. Thank you very much for listening me, supporting me. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Stay blessed.